Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, remember when I told you about the cruise ship, the Regal Princess had to cancel a port call because of protests over that plan to have this barge house migrants. Well, the barge set sail and was heading there to get ready to done, and the government thought everything was ready. They just forgot one tiny detail. That's right, the barge that set sail, that people are protesting all over the place. There was, it's planned to hold about 1,000 male migrants in the same area. It was set up as a housing little project. It looked like a little mini apartment building. It had pool tables, it had a bar, restaurant. It was set up okay. It looked like many dorm rooms that you would do in college. Well, the government just finally, it set sail. It was heading to the port and everything was done. They thought, everything's good. They forgot one detail, and that detail was to make sure that the ports would let them in. That's right. All the cruise ports denied entrance to the barge. Basically, they said, yeah, not worth it. Not worth it for us. And I know if you look at it from if you're a person who wants to, help the migrants and this was a way to get them in, and then what's the right that they have? Let's forget all about that and everything and just think of this as a business for the people who run the port. They have tankers that have to come in on schedule, right? They have all these cargo ships coming in, have to be on schedule. They have cruise ships that leave from there that are all important, that they have to have certain times and destinations. And if they bring this barge in and there's nothing but protests interrupting the comings and goings of the cruise port, it affects your business, it affects your way to do things, and if the protests get too big, then even the workers who work there may refuse to cross over and pass through that. So I completely, from a business perspective, completely understand why they would say, hey, maybe not in my port. Thank you very much. We're just looking at it as we don't need protests every day outside of our gates interrupting and cruise passengers seeing protests every day. We don't need that. So again, that whole plan has been now put on hold. All right. Well, we're getting a little bit more closer to the brand new Disney treasure. Set to set sail in 2025. They'll be receiving it in 2024, but they got some pictures up now of the bow, and this cruise is supposed to be adventure themed. Okay, I appreciate that. They're hopefully have made a few changes since the Wish, because they did make a few mistakes on the Wish from people who are loyal Disney fans who did not like some of the things. For instance, there's a Star Wars themed bar area on the ship. Very, very popular. People want to go. Trouble is, they made it too small. It's not large enough to have everybody go into the place. It's a very small thing. That's kind of like the complaints that Norwegian is getting with their Prima class ships there, that where they hold some of their concerts, like their shows, the showroom area there, where they will do like a Rumors Fleetwood Mac show and things like that. It's too small. There's no way everybody on the ship could even go once during the cruise altogether. Many people can't go because it's just too full, or you're ending up standing up the whole time. Well, they're going to have a bar like this on the Disney Wish, and it's going to be rumored to be Haunted Mansion themed, which I imagine, like Disney fanatics and even myself, who's just a casual Disney fan sort of now, would love to visit a Haunted Mansion theme bar. That sounds so cool. Can you imagine, animatronics or ghosts in a haunted manor area, drinks served somehow mysteriously to you? It would be so cool. So that would be really cool. On the back right now, you can see Peter Pan and Captain Hook has been put on the bow of the ship. A lot of people went, well, what does Peter Pan have to do with treasure? Well, pirates, right? Captain Hook's a pirate. I actually had that question. Well, I don't see what that has anything to do with treasure. He's a pirate. But then they have the atrium area with the Aladdin theming. It will look, and like normal with Disney, will be top notch. While there are a lot of complaints out there about some of the things that Disney has been doing, you know, overcrowding in parks or raising prices, and movies aren't performing the way they should, etc., etc. Their TV shows are losing them money. Tons of things like that. The one thing that has stayed consistent through this whole time is the Disney Cruise Line has still maintained its style, and passengers have nothing to complain about compared to everything else going on in Disney. Prices are always high. It's a Disney cruise. They only have 5 ships, soon to be 6, but the service you get on board and the entertainment on board has always been top notch, and they haven't cut that back. And so people who are cruisers for Disney loyal, they absolutely love their ships. And the Treasure looks like it's going to be an amazing ship. I don't know if I could go as a single guy without my grandkids, so I'll have to see if I can talk them into getting on a Disney cruise with me in the future. Also, we announced a little while ago that, hey, Celebrity is going to be going to Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Great, private island and everything. Trouble is, and even Celebrity notices this, Royal Caribbean and Celebrity are 2 completely different cruise lines, right? One caters to more of a luxury, adult-oriented theme, like entertainment, destination, food. That would be Celebrity, where when you go on a ship like an Oasis class ship, that's all about families and fun and thrill rides and activities and things like that. Lots of kids on these ships. And that's what Perfect Day is, with their water slides. Now, there are private areas you can go to, obviously, and everything, for adults only sections and places like that. However, it does seem contradictory in a way that, you know, you're going to Royal Caribbean's private island, but you're kind of a different audience than what that private island is. Well, the new Celebrity CEO there has come out and said, you know what, we understand that our passengers want their own private island, so we're looking at building a private island themselves. Now, she says right out, I can't make that happen in like 90 days, right? I can't make a private island appear in the next 3 months. So what I did is we talked to our companions over at Royal Caribbean and said, hey, on certain days, can we share the island with some of our ships? And Michael Bailey over at Royal Caribbean was only glad to have that. That's more money for Royal Caribbean too, because they make the money at Perfect Day at Coco Cay for all the money spent. So having a ship in there when there's another ship spot empty, it makes only good business sense. And Celebrity can now say, hey, we're going to the most popular private island destination in the Caribbean. And so it's a win-win situation. However, they say, we want our own private island, and they're looking into it now. Now, they do have private island rights in Fiji, which sounds amazing, right? To have your own private island in the islands of Fiji for a luxury cruise line. That sounds terrific. Trouble is, all their ships don't go to Fiji on a regular basis, right? The Caribbean, especially during the winter time, and that is the most popular destination in the world for cruise ships. So it would make kind of sense to have your private island where you're going to have more of your ships. Remember, the Celebrity Beyond is being moved from Europe to the Caribbean on a full-time basis now. She'll no longer sail the Med, and that's their biggest ship until the Ascent comes out later on in November. So we may see in the future plans and groundbreaking ceremonies where Celebrity Cruise Line is now building their own private island to match the personalities of their ships and their guests on board. It does make sense. I can't wait to see it. I'm very curious to see it. They also mentioned some other things about Celebrity, that they're planning to have new entertainment and new destinations. They think that's what their loyal fan base and that's what people who sail Celebrity are looking for. Good entertainment on board, good food, and a variety of destinations. And I couldn't agree more. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. We'll see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world. Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.